Do I cross chain on my bikes? So before we get into that, let's talk about what cross chaining is in the first place. To demonstrate, I get the road bike right behind me. Essentially, what cross chaining means is you're essentially either in the big gear on the front, big gear in the back, little gear in the back, little gear in the front. Essentially going to the extremes on both ends. Now, what can that do? Well, yeah, it can wear your chain a little bit more, wear a little bit of your derailleur, wear a little bit of the cassette and the cogs a little bit more. And, you know, if you're doing it for an extended period of time, yeah, there's going to be a different gear ratio. Generally, your large cogs on the back and a large on the front can be pretty close to the same gear ratio as your small gear on the front and somewhere in the middle on the back. It can be pretty close. Now, some of you saw this in one of my videos I posted on this, and you guys, oh, you're cross-chaining on your road bike. First of all, this is the only bike I could even possibly cross-chain on because it's the only bike that I have with a 2x up on the front. And yes, at this very moment, it is cross-chained. And that's because I finished my ride and I shift into an easier gear just so I can lightly spin and cool down as I go to get off my bike. Essentially do a couple laps up and down the street just to cool down. There is no pressure going into this at all. If it wears my chain a little bit more, oh no, it's going to wear my chain a little more. I'd have to replace it anyways. Not a huge deal. Also, where we live here in Reno, there's lots of like rolling hills. And so you kind of get into a happy gear where you are into the big chain ring and like, you know, halfway in the middle somewhere. And you come up to a hill and you just need to get up right quick. And you just kind of shift up into these larger range up here and just kind of bump over the top and then right back down to where you were before. So for me, that's just a lot simpler than having to shift down to the small chain ring, find where I am here, and then once we start going again, back to the big ring. You know, it's a lot of work to do that. The way I've figured it out to work around here works really well. Will it cause more wear? Possibly. Do I really care that much? Not really.